Well, that's kind of a nice looking top too. It's got a little bit of wavy grain pattern. You can see the kind of waves going this way with the grain pattern coming up and down. That is really nice. I like that. Okay, so I think what we're seeing so far, all of these knobs seem to turn okay. That's all right. The switch tip hadn't broken off. That looks good. The cavity covers in the back still have the plastic over them. And I don't see anything on here. Looks like some tape goop or something back there that it's rubbing off. I thought it was a scratch, but it's rubbing off. All right, so that one looks pretty good. The nut is in place and no obvious defects on that. So far, it's looking pretty good. Now we have the guitar on the bench. This is number one. It's on the Flatsons work mat. Thanks to Flatsons for sending that. We're going to use the little stabby thing here to cut or pry the tape up so we can get this rust-proof paper off. I really, really like, especially the guitars that come from overseas. They're often loaded in a container ship. They cross the ocean, which obviously has salt air. They hit a variety of different Amazon distribution points in the US and trucks, and they're exposed to a lot of potential to develop corrosion on the strings. So wrapping them in this rust-proof paper really helps. But then also that's protecting the frets because you have that rust-proof treated paper sitting right on top of the frets. Right, looking at the top, it's a Jatoba fretboard, a Sunburst finish, and you may have noticed a really nice grain pattern on that one. The nut looks pretty good. There's the IYV headstock and kind of coming down the fretboard. As I look at the frets, I'm finding the ends of the frets aren't just smooth. It feels like they've been rounded over. I think they've already taken a sanding sponge and gone over the fret ends to help roll them over. That's what I often do, especially on cheap guitars and especially on guitars with rosewood fretboards. Not so much if it's a maple fretboard that has been the whole thing has been lacquered or otherwise coated, because it would sand some of that coating off. But on a rosewood board, there's really no downside to doing that. Please subscribe and check out our Guitar Deals group on Facebook. The link's in the bio.